In this video, we're gonna talk about the three main types in machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. In supervised learning, you use labeled data to train the model. Labeled data, it means is the output is known to you, and the model task is to map the input with the output. An example of supervised learning is training a model to classify emails as spam or no spam. In this case, the model is provided with database of emails along with their correspondent labels, spam or no spam. The model learns to identify patterns in the input data, the content of the emails, and maps them to the correct output labels based on the training example it has seen. And here are the most known algorithm techniques in supervised learning. The first one, linear regression; second, logistic regressions; the third one, support vector machines; and the fourth one, a key nearest neighbor; and the fifth one, decision tree; and the sixth one is random forest; and the seventh one, a knife base. There are others, but those are the most common algorithm techniques in supervised learning. A supervised learning is typically used for regression and classification problems. An application example of this, weather prediction. So you'd be able to predict the weather based on the wind speed or humidity or any other factors. Or you'd be able to do a sales forecast for the next day or the next month or next year. Or you'd be able to do stock analysis. The second type of machine learning is unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning, it means is the model would be trained on unlabeled data. Unlabeled data, it means is there is no fixed output variable, which it means is the model will learn and recognize pattern in the data and return with the output. As an example, let's say you have a collection of images of vehicles, but you're not sure which ones are buses and which one are trucks. With unsupervised learning, you can analyze the visual features of these images and automatically group them into clusters based on similarities. This process allows you to discover patterns in the data and identify distinct groups of vehicles without any prior labels or classification. So there are known 4 algorithm techniques for unsupervised learning. Based on the problem, you would choose the techniques that fit. The first one is the k-mean clustering. The second one is the hierarchy clustering. The third one is the DB scan. And the fourth one is the principal component analysis. Unsupervised learning is typically used for clustering and associations problem. An application example of this, customer segmentation. So you'll be able to group people's behavior, like what they buy, what they like, and what they dislike, and segment them in a specific group based on their behaviors. And obviously, a lot of big brands do using this technique to identify their customers and give a better support. The third type of machine learning is reinforcement learning, which is basically you train the model to take suitable actions in certain situations or maximize rewards in particular situations. It uses agents and environments to produce actions like humans. And in this specific techniques, there is no redefined errors. It uses the trials and errors methods to get the desired outcome. An example of this is if you're training a robot to navigate through the maze, and the robot starts at the entrance of the maze and needs to find its way to the exit. At each step, the robot can choose to move in different directions, to forward, backward, left, right. After each move, the robot received feedback in the form of reward. A positive reward if it moves closer to the exit, and a negative reward if it moves away from the exit or hits a wall. The goal of the robot is to learn the optimal sequence of moves that leads to the exit while maximizing its accumulative rewards. Some of the most known algorithm techniques in reinforcement learning are Q-learning, SARSA, Monte Carlos, and Deep Q, which is known for the deep learning. And I will make a whole new video about deep learning because it's very, very important to know what it is. So the kind of problem you will use reinforcement learning on is the problem based on rewards. So with each step, the model do it correctly, the agent rewarded. And with each step, the model do it incorrectly, the agent will give some penalties. And this is basically how the model itself learns how to improve itself and how to become better by time. And it's widely used in the gaming industry and to train robots to act like humans.